Hello, it's Tuesday the 13th of September, and today's market video I'm going to do a quick run through of the grain markets to see what's been impacting on prices. So after having been supported throughout July and for much of August, new crop feed wheat futures have started to take a dip, and they fell by almost £11 a tonne between 17th of August and yesterday's close. So looking at the chart, it shows that although still weak in the grand scheme of things, sterling has been slowly strengthening since mid-August. However, it's important not to overstate the scale of this. UK and other markets have all been falling in dollar and euro terms too. What's making key markets drift is harvest pressure, as well as the weight of global feed grain availability. Values have been pressured over the last few weeks, with expectations of large grain harvests in Russia and the US. And in addition to the large availabilities, we've also had announcements of zero export tax on Russian wheat for 2 years, and the ongoing saga of Egyptian ergot regulations is impacting on prices. Globally, maize continues to be the main focus for grain markets. The US harvest is just about to get underway, and much attention was focused on whether the USDA would cut US maize yield forecasts in last night's update of the world supply and demand estimates. So while the USDA did in fact make a revision to their maize yield estimate, the change was not as much as analysts had thought prior to the report. US maize ending stocks, which signal how heavy or tight the market is, still sit at a 29-year high. Globally, the USDA is still expecting record high closing stocks of wheat and maize in 2016-17, so continuing to pressure prices. Closer to home though, and in a contrast to the wet weather worries in Europe earlier this year, dry conditions over the summer are now casting further doubts for the EU maize crop. Both the IGC and we saw the USDA last night have now cut their projections for the size of the maize crop, and there are indications that Strategy Grains could cut its estimate, which currently sits at 60.6 million tonnes in this week's monthly grain report. However, despite the tighter EU forecast, the predicted size of the impending US crop has kept EU maize futures subdued. As soon as the US and EU maize harvests are in the bag, market focus will quickly shift to Southern Hemisphere crop prospects and back to winter planting again. So next month we'll get to see further how to put the 2016-17 season in context at the 2016 AHDB Grain Market Outlook Conference. This is the leading UK conference on global grain markets and is taking place on the 12th of October in London. Each October at the annual conference, 4 experts give an exclusive and unique analysis of cereals and oilseed markets from a UK perspective, highlighting long-term trends and delving into the depths of market influences. This year's conference is designed to help prepare the industry for a new post-referendum agricultural world, where issues like productivity, consolidation and efficiency are becoming ever more prevalent. So the speakers and their topics at this year's conference are, we've got Jack Watts, the lead analyst for AHDB Cereals and Oilseeds, delivering his keynote presentation on the 2016-17 Grain Market Outlook. Christophe Konay, a biofuel and oilseed market analyst from Strategy Talage, will be talking about the 2016-17 oilseeds market outlook. Then we'll have David Swales, who's the head of AHDB's Strategic Insight team, helping us make sense of the long-term challenge ahead with Brexit. And finally, Samuel Ferraria-Ballerio from Agri Benchmark, who will be exploring international competitiveness in grain and oilseed markets. So we'd really like to see as many of you there as possible. To book your place, go to the AHDB Cereals and Oilseed website or contact Jenna Porch. Thank you.